Alright, I'm rinsing this one more time to shake the vinegar off. And most of these shoes is black leather. So once the water soaks off, it'll probably all pull it together. This sponge is probably gonna get everything rinsed and scrubbed off. Now I'm gonna put these laundry shoes into the washer because it'll probably get everything done faster. And this towel is gonna make everything compact. And I'm gonna show you where the laundry is at in just a sec or two.
They kind of fall apart if you try to scrub, so you have to do more like a wipe.
So these might just wipe the shoes off.
Yeah.
And make the leather shoes.
You have to wet it.
And the material that is stuck like glue get wiped off and look a little bit more appearing as if it's cool. So this white cloth makes all the shoes on this bathtub look like it's got topped off. Topping the shoes off with more vinegar because it didn't get enough love. Now these shoes might be clean and fit like a glove. Now I let the water soak into the shoes from the shower. Now I'm putting vinegar, and it might be a little sour, but hopefully it scrubs off. And I'm gonna use a sponge because I'm cleaning shoes for fun. And I have to screw off this top and twist it like a knock, and then give it some spray because I do this all day. And it's almost as if my name is Jay, but they really just call me Gray. Alright, now I'm gonna splash some vinegar on my shoes to give it, huh?
This might be a much more efficient way.
Alright. Did 100 flips, and I ain't even done a full flip yet in the room. That might be it right there. That could have counted. Just gonna let this continue to dry out. It's probably gonna take a little bit. Alright, the fragrances just soaked in, and now I'm going to use this blow dryer to basically get all of these moist shoes into a more conditioned material. They're looking good. They're looking good. These shoes just got rinsed out and they got left out to dry. Now they are basically just in need of a blow dryer or some kind of fragrance. I got some tobacco vanille. About to just spray a little bit here and there. And then they should clear out and dry out and basically appear better after a little bit. Alright, these shoes is all being absorbed by the sunlight, and it's about to turn into a drier material. These are basically gonna get in some kind of condition that is gonna help it push through better. So let's see how they do, or the shoes, these sneakers. And this Epsom rock probably gonna make the body talk. Just gotta put this sock on. And get my rock on. Now take a dip. Think about some guacamole and a chip. Probably let that rest, and then the fabric coming off, and about to just put on some feet into the water, and feet gonna go into the water, and yeah. Almost finished, almost done, almost complete, and just need some more sprinkling, and then this will probably kick the dust off, and then I ain't put nothing in this boot yet, but this boot probably gonna make everything shoot better. Like a basketball for a win inside the basket and on the field again. Maybe even some rubber. And some more boogie shoes. Like the boots of gospel. Okay, well, I got the outdoor sneakers or shoes drying. And then I got the indoor shoes drying inside. The outdoor shoes have already been dried from the outside, and now these indoor shoes are getting some more light, and everything's gonna be just right. Now I'm gonna sprinkle some Epsom salt inside of these shoes, and then we're gonna see what it do. And I'm gonna get to this foot bath. Alright, so the Adidas Azaleas are doing well. The Just So work boots are doing just fine. The Scottie Pippins need a little bit more of a scratch and sniff. And so do the Azaleas, possibly even the Jordan 3 rings. Jordan 3 rings are still a little in a not so good condition, but we'll get there. The Jordan 4s are in a miraculous condition after the wash. This suede material got to be the one, and then the work boots, the Wapayas, or Waples, whatever, they're doing pretty well. So let's see how much more we can further the process. All right, so the red fours and the red work boots are spinning, and then we got the Scottie Pippins and the Jordan 3 rings. Those are cycling, and then we got the Adidas Kanye knockoff with the knock it off black Just So work boots. Got a towel in there, a little bit of soap, and these Tide Pods is basically on reserve. So let's see how these turn out. The shoe cleaning remedy. Okay, these herbs and spices got the salmon cooking, and I'm not gonna be able to have these shoes out for too long. So once I get them all in, it's all gonna turn into a better solution in the end. So this F-150 got a used vehicle, something like these shoes, and it got a little bit of wear and tear, but it ain't nothing because they walking and talking like they really got it. And let's not forget O'Connor. O'Connor Hospital. And shout out to Zero, the dog. And let's get this thing in motion. And that's a motion picture. And for the grande finale, we're gonna give a major move to Stanford Hospital, Kaiser Permanente, Valley Medical, and all the hospitals that help a lot of people in a major, big, and utmost grateful, gratitude, and amazing way. Let's go. Make a move with hella motion. Extra credit to all the people and all the things that had contributed to the abundance of goals that have been going on and have been, sitting well with people and sitting in jail with people. Now, the fabric and the material that goes into these shoes, they help us be able to have better health within ourselves. And when we have better health within ourselves, we're able to get wealth to provide for ourselves and others. And also, that's a sense of professionalism. HWP, Prodigy Training, Prodigy Running Program, online class, all that. It will be in a momentarily movement. By the way, I got some of these sheets and these first generation pickup gloves, and big shout out to Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Chris Brown, Tyrann Mathieu, Deshaun Jackson, Stephon Curry, and yeah, man, feel me? Everybody doing a hell of a job, and that's hella motion with Make a Move, and we're gonna do what it do. Stay tuned, and it's like that. Big, small, and mid ups to YouTube and Nike and Reebok, Vans, Make a Move, Hella Motion, and Waples, just so, Adidas, it's been a pleasure and more so of a learning experience. And check out the video, subscribe on YouTube, check out my Instagram, Hella Motion. Also, makeamoveco.com is the website where you can find a lot of the clothing for sale. It's an ongoing process, and it's all part of the culture. And San Jose, we winning, and ain't nothing in between. Something that we can move, some with more demeanor and more swagger, but it's all gonna be good. Let go of the past, be in the present, and live for the future. Feel me? Yeah. All right. Gone. Everything's looking all shiny and glossy and gloomy and miraculous and fantabulastic and just a whole bunch of just shebang. And just got a whole bunch of swagger and dapper and drenched and drippage, and the boot is even it's getting a quick break too. Got a little scratch to it, but that's because a lot went into it. And yeah, that's about it. That's where it all begins. Oh, and by the way, if you are working out or if you're house cleaning, inside or outside, picking up trash or cleaning dumpsters or whatever may you be doing, you know, it's all a workout at the end of the day, and it's all something that gets us healthy, and it could basically cleanse our souls and our minds, and you know, our physical well-being, our mentality, our spiritual well-being, our financial gain, emotional control, and you know, everything is gonna be okay at the end of the day. Feel me? So let's get it going, and let's get it cracking, lacking. You know, cause nothing lacking with this, the way that I'm trucking. All right, we gonna flip one more time because I might have just cleaned all my shoes. So the room look nice. And let me get this hat real quick. I get it. All right, orange is the new color for the summer, and it don't matter if you white, black, brown, yellow, peachy. Man, we are about to turn up, man. And other than that, these shoes is where it's at. That's some plant talk. It went from stanky to classy to gosh dang. That's one hell of a paint job. All right. Okay, so this Air Max, they got some tax on them, and it looked like a paint job, but Tide to Go will get the job. Well, it will get the job done. So this right here, probably put it on a 6th gear, and enough of it will make it all disappear because there's a little bit of smear on it. Now, once that bleeds through, it's gonna look like a paint job that just got to the rescue. Now, this probably needs some too right here. So let's get some more clear coat on it. It's a variety of clear coat and paint at the same time. And then we're gonna put some cap on it. And then this red Sharpie is gonna make everything look real girthy. Maybe some flare so they all stare. And then line it like that and put a line on its back, and then run fast like a cheetah and put it like blap, 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 blap. All right, and then a little bit more there, and it should be good to go, like a CPR that just manifested a life into the third world. But this is the 4 agreements, and I'm about to have some water. Drink it like a... Damn. That's a hurl.
Hey, Ray.
What?
You echoing through the whole apartment right now.
You said what?
I said you echoing through the whole apartment right now.
Echoing through the whole apartments.
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
Okay. Oh, and then this black Sharpie right here. It's basically gonna make this a little bit more
Hey, who you talking to, man?
even coated, so that way they all notice. All right, and then all these shoes is probably gonna be a 10, because this ain't a ranking, but the way that these shoes are hitting, just giving it a gentle wipe for now. That way it could clear through. All right, so got done with a quick little sweep to make this a little more appealing to the eye and make the skies, you know, shape a little bit more in the color that it's supposed to be. And that probably need a power wash or something, but okay, so these nails are better for cleaning the bottom of the shoe rather than puncturing the feet. Just keep your room clean and the floors out of any kind of space to basically get in the way of any kind of damage that could happen as far as what's laying on the floor. And then that should be good. Shout out Reebok. All right, so this whole time, these J's ended up getting into a way better condition than they were before. And this razor got everything looking saucy. And then this over here, this is a slip and slide shoe right here. It's in good condition. And then this razor was in the plant right where the soil is, and I grabbed it, and now it's looking good for the condition of the shoes. And we about to city walk into the bedroom and see what's happening. All right, so the razor basically got this clean in a orderly fashion way, and this swipe with the razor got everything looking okay. And this right here gets all the gunk away from the bottom of the shoe. That way when you jump, everybody be like, ooh. Okay, so scratching the surface can get it a bit closer to where it's supposed to be. And this razor blade could probably get it closer to glee. So let's see. This is something like a Bill Knapp silky stamp. So yeah. All right, so these shoes right here, the Jordan 5s, need a little bit more blow drying, and then it should be solid from there. And then these bands right here got a flat board on them. So let's see. This is a Kyle Walker tribute to the Vans. And then, all right, I'm gonna shake some of this Epsom salt out of the marijuana shoes. And the floor probably got to get a little bit more in order, but it's all about scratching the surface and making sure that everything works in the favor of the soul and the spirit. Okay, so these are getting a bit more sunlight. I'm gonna get some more blow drying to make it crystal light. And then I'm gonna shake this Epsom salt outside because they've been inside too long and it might absorb inside the shoe. So a little shake there, a little shake there, and then put them over here. It's gonna be galore everywhere. And then I'll get to you in a minute. All right, so some of this fabric still got the cotton on the shoes, so I'm gonna pick some of it off, and then the sunlight probably absorb the dryness off better, and then the inside got some light to it, so it's gonna be good. And everything's turning out fantabulastic, so we'll see how this goes. So in order for these shoes not to get, in a way, moldy, these gotta basically pass over and see how long these could actually sustain in a worthwhile direction. And so basically these shoes are gonna get tied, and then after that it should be in a good way of understanding how to shoe clean. And the light basically makes everything mesh well. So hopefully the flips of the switches don't flip too long, and hopefully everything is the way it should be, and it should be good. Alright, and wiping this end of the blow dryer can basically make the heat and the cold and the mild fluctuate better. Don't want to spend too much time in the room though, because this might catch fire inside of the temperature. So hopefully that gets cooled down for a little bit. All right, so the bounce sheets are probably gonna get out the shoe. I'm gonna probably toss them in later. So we're gonna see how the results come in, and yeah. All right, so I found this top in the duffel beach bag, and this cap was loose, so I'm screwing it back on. And then the rest of these are probably gonna use a little bit of cold, hot, and mild to basically make all these shoes worthwhile. And then after that, you know, as you can see, some of the 4 agreements are tied with these shoelaces now, and we get in there. Okay, so before I get to these right here, it seems as if a combination of cold, mild, and hot could get it to the right temperature. And these shoes over here are probably what I'm gonna use to run in the Olympics, because I've been running and doing fitness training damn near every day of my life, and I'm sure a lot of people have been competing and putting up a good fight, swinging their way to success. So hopefully everybody has a good conjunction of just performing well and doing their absolute best. I'm gonna wrap this up and switch my way into victorious leap into abundance. Okay, so these Scottie Pippens are already laced up. They got a little bit burnt. I don't know how it's gonna get back right, but I mean, overall, they look pretty well. And these are pretty swell. These Azaleas could be more like Azaleos, but it's still good. It still goes. So this is going through the dryer. Probably a little bit more on each side. It's probably gonna have to take a whole minute or 2 to get these better. So we'll see how this slides into a better process of getting through everything. And then also, if your room is sloppy, it takes a diamond amount of pressure to get everything where it's supposed to. So picking up the room and making sure everything is organized could probably help you perform better, unless you just get it like that. And it just depends on your preference, but cleaning the room could definitely be a better solution to getting things done around home and outside of home. So, okay, so before I get to the final process, these need to be dried out a little bit more. It seems as if one got more dry than the other. But once I plug this in, hold up. Alright, it's 28 on the time and I'm feeling great. These gloves are slightly aged, but they're fairly new still, and probably gonna just cycle these in. Hopefully that all infuses the fabric and everything that it's supposed to do as far as getting cleansed out and healed properly, as we all do. This got a little bit of Tide, and then this got a little bit of Downy, and then this sauce must be the boss because this vinegar is about to drip down and cleanse what it's supposed to do. Not too much, but just enough. Sooner or later, this is probably gonna save somebody, like a Florida alligator. Well, yeah. I'm gonna tap code on that. So instead of a towel, I'm gonna use this Billboard scientific hat that's gonna have a match once I get to a vocabulary term of a way of thinking. So I'll get back to you once I have it. Now I have the Downy Infusions Calm, the Tide, and then the cleaning vinegar. So I'm gonna mix all these in there and hopefully it gets the treatment it deserves. And put it at 33 because it doesn't need that much. There's not much in there. And let's see how everything goes. Before I tie the knot on these 4 agreements, I'm basically gonna get these shoes in better condition. These Vans is pretty much riding and sliding out like a Lil Wayne TV show. And then these J's, these are the 5s. And Jordan, man, he legendary. And we're gonna get these with a gentle cleansing cloth and throw them in the wash, let them dry out, and basically see how it does on its own. So I'll let you know how everything goes. And it's been a long process, but it's gonna happen in due time. Stay tuned. Okay, so I turned up the heat a little bit, and it's probably gonna need another 20 to 30 seconds for these cushiony shoes right here. And then I'm gonna top it off with this Blue Atlantic spray. It's straight from the jungles of Africa, and I shipped it over here to America by selecting a online order. And then basically this will help things smell good and also these bounce sheets, if I layer these bounce sheets into the shoe, it'll probably make it smell a lot better too. So these are a different kind of scent. The ones that my mom had are different. So that was more downy. This is more bounce. Hopefully there's probably a different kind of ingredient that could help everything sequence better, but for now, this is what I have. And then switch it over. This one's probably gonna be a good transfer. And then after that, we're gonna see what the final production of all this shoe cleaning is gonna do. And as for me, I've been working on my hair. It's still intact. I got a nice little haircut. It could get a lot better. My hair's been in the heat, outside the heat, in the cold, in the winter, in the summer, the spring, fall. But it's all good because I'm balling like all of y'all. All right, and then besides that, it's a cool little style. Let me see if I can hit this backflip. But that's, hold on, 1 second. That's official. It look good. Now, I'm probably gonna do the 4 agreements on all my shoelaces once everything's get laced up, and then it'll be good from there. So, my mom helped me with this idea of the dryer sheet paper, and also the towels need to get dried. That way, everything plays out smoothly. And also, big ups to mom helping me with the blow dryer. She helping me through this process. And shout out to the Prado family. Yeah. So I'm working on drying the inside so that the outside shines better, and that way the condition can dry faster. That way it can basically have a faster process. And these inside shoes, they're basically, you know, they're turning out pretty good right now, and it's all in due time. These are already dry. It's just about these shoes right here. They're moderately soft but moderately hard at the same time. This one over here though, It's cushiony. It's very cushiony, and it's probably gonna take a little bit longer to dry out. So this blow dryer should be able to do the trick. I would only put the blow dryer inside the shoe for about 20 to maybe 30 seconds each attempt, and then see how dry it is from there. But I'll get to these later, and then I'll show y'all how the overall progress of everything is. And now, Deshaun Jackson, you know, where we gonna go from here? We going up, or we gonna play some ball together, or is that what this is all about? Other than that, I got a remedy. It's called putting water. Holding it in. And then that will make everything, you know, smile a little brighter. And yeah. But that's about it. Yeah. Gunner. Hey, we need to get a grip on culture and handle things with a hint of fabric and texture. Okay? And on top of that, we need to stay on time and be about our grind. And sooner or later, we got to say to people, and we have to save the globe. And with that being said, make a move towards excellence. And here we go. That should be good. Now, we gonna put a little bit in there. And put a little bit right about there. And then cap, lid, whatever. All right, let's get this going. All right, I'm about to city step with these shoes on. Once I get this gold bar out the way. Now it's time for that dollar in a dream bag. Let's go. You ever see a drawstring with a Illmatic and Steelmatic? Man, I'm telling you, gotta stay fly out here with that make a move wear. Hella motion. And kids, let me tell you, gotta make room for them adults because we making a move towards excellence. Now, hold on. I got stuff for that. And then don't forget the flavor in your ear. Coins is gonna drop like gold coming from a state. Or let's say the gold dropping onto the state. Now, all right, the pen gonna get there later. I'm gonna drop a bag. Prodigy training. Got the receipts right here. All right. Closes in the bag. Hold on. We ain't pimping no more. We serving them. That's a flip.